Well, I've been speaking to the Education Secretary, Michael Gove, and I asked him whether, as suggested by the original draft of the Cameron speech, the government believed there was too much household debt.
What the government believes is that we are all suffering from a debt crisis that was created by the last government. The speech has been subject to, I think, more textual criticism than, some parts of the Bible over the last 2,000 years in the space of just a few hours. And that's because I think a line was literally taken out of context. If you look at the speech in the round, and certainly the speech is delivered, the Prime Minister's message couldn't have been clearer. We're all suffering as a result of the debts that the last Labour government ran up, and that's why, at this moment, as well as the government seeking to get debt under control, we also know, and it's a fact, simply a description, not an injunction, that people are seeking to get debt under control and that people are seeking to pay down credit cards or store cards because they, like all of us, know that what we're living through is a debt crisis.
Yeah, but OK, so you say there is a government debt crisis. Is there a household debt crisis? Is household debt too high?
Well, there's a global debt crisis.
No, I'm asking you about household debt. Consumers, are
Yes.
British consumers too indebted, personally?
Well, it varies. There are some people who are in real debt problems, but it's not for me to specify how people should react individually to the problems that they face, not just with debt, inevitably, but also with the other cost of living increases.
So you don't think British household debt is too high?
Well, I don't think it's my job, really. I'm not a finance minister or a finance specialist to pronounce overall on the level of British household debt.
But the Prime Minister was pronouncing, wasn't he? I mean, and that's why this is so alarming, because he doesn't seem to understand the economic crisis. If he was suggesting that people should pay off their credit cards, then that would obviously be bad for growth.
Well, I think that the whole point there is that you use the word should. What we know about the Prime Minister's speech, having heard it, is that he wasn't saying that people should pay off household debt. What he was saying is that people are. He was describing a situation. As I said in my first answer to your question, it was a description, not an injunction.
He said the only way out of a debt crisis is to deal with your debts. It means paying off the credit card and store card bills.
Yes, and he explained in the context of the speech, and anyone who heard the whole speech would have recognised that he was describing what is happening at the moment. And there's a difference between saying that this is so and saying that it should be so.
Michael Gove.